back by somewhat popular demand. It's SCWRM, and we're here to look
Someone
at...
actually wanted more of Gladiatormers, really?
Yeah, that's the thing. See, most of William Brinquedo's movies, they die out after the first one, but Gladiformers was one of the better received ones. So it actually managed to get a sequel. But apparently it wasn't as well received as A Car's Life, because that one actually had its sequels localized in English. This one...
This thing doesn't have an English stuff for some reason.
No, instead, we're looking at the copy on YouTube provided by a Mr. Dimos Z, the guy who actually commented on on our commentary of the first Gladiformers film. That was nice of him. It's the Taiwanese Mandarin dub with English subs. Funnily enough, in the comments... Funny enough, in the comments section, he was kind enough to confirm some things for us, that, yes, we were right about them actually plugging up some plot holes and finishing off plot lines in this one. The trade-off being that this movie will introduce a whole new bevy of plot holes, plotted idiosyncrasies, and whatnot.
Joyful.
I love how there's a comment here saying, the voice acting in this dub sounds better than the Portuguese version. I wasn't aware there was a Portuguese dub. Although, to be fair, he's probably talking about the Brazilian version.
Yeah, Brazilian Portuguese.
Yeah. I'm guessing that's probably the version they bring over to Portugal.
No, Video Brinquedo's movies don't make it here.
Really?
For reasons that I'm not exactly wondering, because it's pretty obvious.
You guys are above that standard.
Yep. Apparently, well, that's the thing, Joe. But like the only Brazilian media that comes my way over here is soap operas. Really, nothing really else.
All right, let's have a look here. So the first movie was sadly one of Video Brinquedo's best animated ones, and
that's sad.
And it had pretty good music. I won't lie.
I wouldn't even give it that. I thought that movie was just annoying.
No, I'm talking about the music.
Griffith was there for 5 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Okay, then. Basically, folks, start literally at the start of the movie, which is, it starts with a very awkward zooming in on characters and stuff.
Alright.
Alright, then. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, click. By the way, assuming that the video is still up on YouTube, you can watch along with us with the YouTube video. Just look for the one for time.
Are we gonna get? Is this finally the movie where we get the most badass totally OC character ever, Bloptimus Beta?
Well, that's sort of Julius Drive.
He means toy video, by the way.
Is this like a Windows 98 screensaver, like the one in the maze?
Oh, yeah! Slow motion bullet action!
Yeah, you can tell that for Video Brinquedo standards, they're trying their ass off. So my biggest question is, for the way the previous movie ended, with, Optimus Prime clone winning the tournament, and everyone else being fucking dead, what's gonna happen now?
That's a good question. We'll just have to wait and see.
Nobody I know. That's simple to. We'll just create new robots so we can kill them all.
Oh, let's not forget, Julius Drive is still alive, our Optimus Prime stand-in.
Welcome to
Oh, so you still... Well, I guess to be fair, it would still be...
Robos Gladiadores, as in gladiator robots.
To be fair, that title screen is kind of cool, I guess.
Yay! A good
I
title
got
screen.
damn it, the copy broke.
Oh, look! Footage from the first movie.
We're recapping what happened in the first movie.
The memories came flooding back, just staring at the car nozzles for 5 minutes
straight. Yes. The memories of... When did we record the first one?
Let me check.
Well, not too long ago.
Yeah, the memories of like 8 months ago.
Oh yeah, back in August. Yeah, you're right. Well, wait, no, wait.
6 months ago.
How immersive. We're looking at the point of view from him.
I'm asking you, wake up.
Wake up, Chrono.
You're thinking of a much better product, Pedro.
I know.
You know,
Probably
I
even
get
the botched up mobile version of Chrono Trigger is better
I get
than
I get it's meant to say Julius Drive, but the way the typeface looked on the robot's point of view, it looked like it said Jews Drive with all U's.
No, that's okay, Tay. I can just go into my imaginary world where the most recent patched PC version is ported to consoles. Because that would be nice.
This is an interesting patch.
Yeah, I mean, Dad, this 1996 PC game looks amazing.
So we start off with Julius Drive in bondage.
Bondage? Robot bondage.
Cool.
What everyone wants, no doubt.
Clearly.
No,
Oh my god, the animation got a bump here. They actually
No,
able...
it seriously looks like a Resident Evil cutscene where you get all the cuts of the camera angles of the same place.
Wow, I think they managed to add like 10 frames to the frame rate of the movie. Wow, quite an animation bump.
Supreme.
Oh, that's right. The Supreme consoles.
Yes, the
one that
Supreme
pilots
bots.
the tournament.
So when did this film come out?
Let me see.
I think like 2009.
Let's say that, yeah.
I shall check.
I still understand why horrible things like WhatsApp can manage to get, the 4Kids actors, but this one didn't.
Maybe they were busy.
If there's one thing that I desperately want to know about the development commentary of people behind it, it's this one.
I know, right?
Gladiformers 2, yeah, 2009.
The same year that Revenge of the Fallen came out, so
Yeah,
that
wow.
would've-
We got a
Capitalizing.
double whammy.
Yeah,
we're in
the
a
worst
different
year
era
ever
then.
for Transformers fans, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't even. They couldn't even rely on the knockoff
The bootleg, yeah.
to help. To be fair, I don't really remember the first movie much either. So
So a little bit of a recap.
I was holding myself for days. I was forced to watch Revenge of the Fallen on a loop. It wasn't
Damn.
pretty, I'll tell you that.
Oh god.
I would be like, just kill me now, please. Just kill me already.
But you know what was worse?
What?
At the very end of it, just when I thought it was over, they forced me to watch the dangling testicles on a loop for 24 hours.
Oh,
What the-
major damage, bro.
And after that, it was a constant looping of John Turturro's ass. Like,
I guess at this point,
Well-
even he will not divide us flag from Shia LaBeouf is a better stream than that.
Well, they only looped that one for 12 hours, so they were merciful on that front.
okay, recap. I get it. Can we move on with the plot now?
They're really fascinated with showing this robot in bondage.
No, Pedro.
God,
Do you remember what happened?
Hey, at least I know there is some good in this movie. At least it's making all those fetishists happy, I guess.
Yay.
Yay, he has broken the bonds of slavery.
That didn't make any sense, but whatever.
Oh my god, that animation.
Okay,
Okay, the
don't
music is
flash
trying
me.
a bit too hard, but it's like that, I guess.
Of
Yes,
course.
great justice.
For great justice.
Did he? It sounded like he said, "I'll show you to the bitch." Like,
No, I will not fight again. Well, what's the point then?
oh, so he's like that.
You
kangaroo
need a
from Wars of
purpose.
Virtue.
Don't you see, he needs a true purpose, a reason to fight or die.
Okay.
Fight Club?
Oh, hey, it's the sequel to Fight Club.
Starring Edward Norton as Julius Drive.
So
Oh
we're gonna
my-
start. So we're gonna start describing every single thing in the room with text for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, this is
I
more of a
guess.
movie, so we're gonna sneak in like a freeze frame of a penis for no reason, other than traumatizing people.
Well, technically, there was a Fight Club 2, but it was a meta sequel to the original novel.
Interesting.
You know, the animation is about on par with that cheap video game reviewing show that was here in my country. Was made back in the mid-90s.
It was like your own version of Max Headroom.
Was that a that looked like
Oh
a
yeah, Mana Elos, the woman that he was in love with in the last movie. The woman that apparently was the whole reason Magnum Tutor hated him because he also wanted to bone her, but was jealous.
So that's what the bondage was all about.
Yes, if you do not get her into 1 hour, we will blow her up.
That's how much runtime we have.
I'm sorry.
Get to it.
I thought this was Gladiformers, the arena tournaments. I didn't think this was Gladiformers, the Saw game.
It's my guess is
I mean,
they wanted to take the series into a fresh new direction.
That can't be Corzo Displo, could it?
But yeah, well, you say that, Joe. I mean, damn.
You say that as if I'm supposed to know who that is.
Well, Corzo
I remember the name that he was in the first movie, but I forgot how he died or not.
It looks a lot like his vehicle form.
I was gonna say,
did the movie just freeze?
Yeah,
Joey, you say the Saw game, and I'm like, wait, was this the best Chris Rock could come up with all this time?
Ladies and gentlemen,
he couldn't even make a Saw movie. He just made a Transformers knockoff.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize, but there's a distinct lack of budget. Please, for sometimes the movie might freeze to save animation. Please stand by for further updates.
I wouldn't be surprised if the "We're sorry, Microsoft encountered the problem and needs to close" dialogue box pops up any minute.
Okay.
God, these designs are so bad.
Question, guys, since we're on the subject of CGI.
Oh snap! It is Corzo Displo.
Okay, I'm curious.
Yeah, he was literally dead.
He died.
Well, he's alive now.
Well, Paige.
It's like Zero in Mega Man X6. I found myself and then repair myself.
Well, Pedro, you asked how we'd be able to do something with robots being destroyed. Let's just bring them back to life.
Well, actually, it was Theo who asked that.
Oh.
If
I see what you mean.
No, I won't fight you.
No. You see, Theo, what happened was, what's the name of this guy again? I forgot.
Julius
Magnum. No, the other Magnum Tutor, right? Okay. You see, Theo, what happened was when Magnum Tutor got killed in the first movie, he remembered, yes, this reminds me that I can time travel if I get killed. So he time traveled back to the past, and then he met Darkness, and Darkness kicked him back into the present, and that's how he came out to life. There you go.
And anyway, as I was saying, if we're comparing CGI cartoons that are kind of Transformers, how would you compare the animation of this to, say, Beast Wars?
Jova, you're the expert.
I'd say this is still weaker than Beast Wars.
And Beast Wars came out...
It was one of the first ever CGI cartoons.
It came out in 1996.
Yeah.
And this was 2009.
Yeah, but to be fair, this is made in Brazil, and Brazil doesn't have the same amount of money that America does for their
snap!
Animation.
He's got a gun.
That is one big bullet. But it's the Matrix now, so.
No, wait. The twist is that it's actually an incredibly slow firing gun.
Apparently in Canada, Beast Wars is called Beasties Transformers.
James, you should check the title from with my country god. It's super metal. It's called thundery skies and fiery fields for the bio combat. What the hell?
That sounds like an anime.
Yeah.
Oh, but it wasn't very effective.
And the movie froze again.
Yeah, how come the camera's moving then?
By the way, we were like just about like almost 30 minutes in, and barely anything has happened.
Well, that's the thing.
usual.
That's the thing. A common animation trick in anime that Osamu Tezuka pioneered back in the day with the first Astro Boy anime is the whole thing where there's technically no moving of the characters. Instead, you just see the camera panning over the shot. You know, however, a good director knows how to do that in a way that, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's engaging enough so that you don't actually notice it unless you're looking for it.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z is quite possibly the granddaddy of mastering that.
Well, by this point, pretty much every animator knows how to do it well. I mean, it's such a well-established technique. I mean, everybody knows it at this point.
Oh my god, that running animation looks silly.
Dang.
So, yeah.
How many of these blows have no sound effect whatsoever?
Oh god, he teabagged him.
But yeah, the problem is that the way they were doing it earlier there, again, it was done in such a way where it doesn't quite... There wasn't that much going on. What was on screen wasn't really interesting enough to really distract you. Okay, can you actually fight instead of talking? Because I don't really care.
But Pedro, Julius Drive doesn't want to fight. He wants to work together and save everybody.
What do you mean you don't want to fight? There wouldn't be much of a movie if you didn't fight. If you're not gonna fight, then what the hell are we even doing here?
Oh snap, Corjo's back in heat!
You mean Magnum? Isn't that his name?
No. This one's Corjo Displo, not Magnum Tutor.
Whatever, but the bad guy. Like, I still don't care. Wow, this bad guy has the worst aim ever. Also, the gravity stopped working there for a moment.
Describing exactly what we do in battle is a great way to get the runtime going.
Have we gone? How long has this fight been going on?
At least 5 minutes, I think.
I'm starting to think that this entire fight is this. This is the movie. It's just these two fighting.
It's not even an exciting fight.
Oh, sorry, the movie froze again.
No, that's the thing, Dwibs. They fight for like 5 seconds and then we stop and freeze again to spare on the animation budget. Like
again, because Julius Drive doesn't want to fight. Man, violence.
This is the animation equivalent of multiple short, easy payments. Like $10 of animation per month.
I guess one of the trade-offs is that the animation is more fluid here than it was in the first movie, but that's when they're actually animating.
I don't consider 10 seconds then suddenly freeze, 10 seconds and suddenly freeze fluid.
That's not Jova. That's about as fluid as a broken down car.
Again, this is exactly why the fuck did you even bother doing CG animation?
Oh my god, he literally just pulled an Elmer Fudd on him and clogged up his gun.
I mean the animation in their 2D stuff is crappy, but at the very least it's the cheaper costs allow them to actually have the characters move more.
Oh, trust me, crappy 3D animation is way worse to look at than crappy 2D animation.
Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. So I guess that fight is done, and we're 16 minutes in. Okay.
So
60 is overall, but 16.
No, 16. Well, almost 17 by this point.
So, Supreme Bots, are you just trying to make Julius Drive a psychotic killing creature or something? Like, what's up with the new Gauntlet style?
I have no idea. The music is way too good for this movie.
We'll return after these messages.
I don't know, Taylor. Like, see, here's the thing.
When the movie.
I don't know, Taylor. I love Rock as much as the next guy, but I can't even. But that tune, I can't even catch the melody. Like it's just like there's
Do you
there's no
think they
melody to it.
are they using Angra music again, or is this something else?
I don't know, and I quite frankly I don't care.
Whose patience are they testing?
Like this movie is testing my patience. Like.
Is this all the movie? It's just like
This sounds
one
like a
giant
Guilty
long
Gear
corridor.
track.
Is it, like, if we're not in an action scene, the movie is just this long corridor.
Woo!
It's like a really bad Doctor Who episode.
Well, I'll tell
Pretty
you,
much.
Dwibs. An adventure that's just a bad corridor.
Wow.
Welcome to the experience of Final Fantasy 13.
Well, to be fair, this scene has the most fluid animation so far.
Oh, sorry,
that
gotta pause
places.
the movie again.
Yeah, gotta pause the that was way too. We spent way too much money there, so gotta pause for a moment there.
Yeah.
The new level is about to begin. Please. Oh my god. Okay, so now here's another arena.
Here's our next challenger, Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, because we had Jason Griffith in the previous movie.
Yeah. In order for him to be back, they'd have to bring back Dante Logus.
So,
Oh snap!
Lisa-
Magnum Tutor.
I mean, was this a point in time where Video Brinquedo were so poor they couldn't even afford the English dub?
Okay, so
Seriously, all these characters have been destroyed. They're just magically coming back.
It's like in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. See, here's the thing: in the Mortal
Wait,
Kombat series,
hold on.
characters come back. Okay.
oh how nice.
Look, check out that wheel.
Yeah, seriously, all these wheels close up.
Yes,
Is
to
this some
save
other
the
wheel?
princess.
It's like it has
So
a wheel.
basically, the plot of this movie is basically just Super Mario Brothers. Defeat all of the bosses in all the castles until you find the princess.
Yep.
I wonder if
You
the plot twist is the same as Super Mario Bros.
you see, this is exactly what they're doing. They're not. They're just using a still shot and just spinning around with the camera.
That's a
give you-
stock sound effect.
Yeah,
Come on,
to make
man.
it look like it's moving.
That said, though, again, am I the one who finds it weird that it's the Megatron guy who has the truck vehicle form instead
I
of?
think I mentioned that in the first movie, but it reminds me more of Dirge, the rival of Optimus in the Robots in Disguise anime.
So here's one thing I don't get. Okay, so you have all these returning foes. Why wouldn't you have the last one be Magnum Tutor unless this is literally the last thing he has to go through before getting to the princess?
I guess the logical idea is that, who was the final boss in the previous movie? Now he's your first opponent, meaning that the stakes have risen so much.
I guess that could be interesting.
But yeah, like Theo was saying, yeah, this is pretty much like Mortal Kombat Annihilation. See, in the Mortal Kombat series, characters come back from the dead all the time, but there's always a reason for it. In that movie, however, they never explained why.
Well, well, Pedro, they technically did explain here. They just rebuilt the bots.
Oh, of course.
How fucking convenient.
Kind of a cop-out.
We
seeing as-
hid ourselves while we tried to repair
That-
ourselves.
Oh, God.
That's a joke I wanted to do.
well, I'll give this movie this. That so far, the release is nowhere near as obnoxious as the first one.
Yeah,
first one-
true,
in the
yeah,
first
there's
one,
actually more fighting here than just talking.
It's not so much that, Joe. It's more so the fact that my problem with the first movie is that the action went on for, even though it was only a 1 hour movie, the action scenes were on for so long and they were so obnoxious with the music and the loudness and this on the other feels a bit better paced to me in the sense that it doesn't feel as mindless.
And now that we're getting to see more of the actual fighting, yeah, I'm definitely seeing how, the animation is technically more fluid here than in the first one. It still looks bad, but it's better.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Okay.
Are we doing a slow-mo plus a 360 shot?
Yes.
Jove, I gotta reach that 1 hour runtime somehow.
Oh, Brofist!
With a
I
red
don't
field
put
turn.
normally it's like it's like imagine if something was so padded that the movie was literally in slow motion just to be an hour.
Well,
Well, that's
Dwiz,
pretty
we
mu-
actually
well,
saw.
that's pretty much the entire third act of Revenge of the Fallen. The entire third act of that thing is basically in slow mo.
Not only that, Dwiz, let's not forget Leo the Lion, which literally slowed down frames of the movie just to pad out the runtime.
Are you sure it was intentional, Joe? Because I swear that it was like the frame rate was dropping.
Pretty sure it was, especially with how much they repeated scenes.
What's happening to me?
How could this happen?
Wait,
to me?
wait. What do you mean by it was all wrong? Was the first movie a lie?
Oh yeah, that's right. His partner tricked him and drained his energy, and apparently that made him too weak, and that's what allowed Julius Drive to beat him because he ran out of battery power in the first movie. So this time, this fight is for reals, y'all.
It's for real, Caesar.
Don't you see? If I hadn't been drained, I would have totally won.
This is it, Magnum Tutor. One of us shall stand, and another shall fall. Hold on, pause so we can spare on the animation.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come at me,
Now
bro.
pause it again.
Pad
There
out the
you go. Now
runtime.
pause again.
Yeah, seriously, I keep thinking.
Pause?
I keep
Oh, no, never
thinking.
mind.
It's like,
Whoa!
Des, we're not rich over here. Come on.
Kick! Oh God, he punched him in the crotch. That's just
What if
dirty.
What do you think we are, Pixar?
Wow.
I'm not saying. I'm not expecting it to be Pixar. I'm just expecting it to look a little better.
Oh, hello there.
What do you have on you, Magnum Tutor?
Good
Okay.
shot.
If you're trying to rip off Transformers, I don't think they say the Transformers' full name in every single sentence. It's very unnatural.
Again,
It might be the subtitle translating, but still.
No. Even in the dialogue, I can hear them pronouncing the names. So that's the thing. Again, do it. We have to reach a 1 hour runtime. So, pause. Okay.
So you have to pad it up by constantly repeating their full names.
Exactly.
Imagine if Transformers battles went like this: Megatron, I will destroy you, Optimus Prime. I will be evil, Optimus Prime.
Drebs, I'm pretty sure if you remove all the seconds, all the runtime where they're saying their names over and over, and the times where the movie pauses, I'm pretty sure if you remove all of that, the movie's only like 10 minutes long. So.
Oh wow, that animation must be making
20?
Toei Animation just jealous.
Well, Jova, considering Toei Animation's also known for having some rather hit or miss animation.
Yeah, especially in recent stuff.
Exactly my point.
Unless it's a movie, apparently. I don't know. I haven't watched any recent Toei movies.
Pause.
Wait, we're saving some. Oh yeah. He's saving his girlfriend.
Yeah, saving friends. Well, power friendship, whatever. You and I are not so different, Magnum Tutor.
Considering how Magnum has remained, sorry, not Magnum, Julius has remained alone for these
This
fights.
is for pause. Hold on, pause. There you go. Now let's get going.
Okay, okay. That's the thing. Every time they say Magnum, round here we have an ice cream called Magnum. So I'm like, wait, you gonna have your ice cream or not?
It's Italian, Italian.
I'm pretty sure that ice cream is available everywhere.
Oh, for our
It's a famous
forgotten
brand.
friendship, Magnum Tutor, please save me. Nah.
Balls.
Dude, this is so metal.
Again, that's a prawn tail. There's no melody to it. It's just generic lazy rock.
I don't know, I don't know, Pedro. I'm getting serious Guilty Gear vibes from this.
And so the Guilty Gear fandom descended upon. Who cares?
No, don't worry, please. We're all too busy getting instead on that laser blue.
Oh God, will he kill him or will he help him? The suspense.
What do you think?
Oh, they just happened to show what's happening to her. How nice.
How convenient.
Okay. Again with the stock sound effects. Gee.
Oh, okay. The movie's technically only half paused now.
Gonna make up your mind? Ah.
And the gong sound effect. Oh my
Wait,
god.
there wasn't even a sound effect for when they hit the ground, you lazy fops. Not even a sound for him crushing that. Okay, so how else do we cut the budget? We don't need these important sound effects whatsoever. No one will
I
notice.
know how we can cut the budget, sir.
How?
We end the movie.
Well, we have to give them something to watch.
I mean, I would expect an anticlimactic finale for this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Driz, but the executive specific were very clear on a 1 hour runtime.
Yes, everything is going as planned. They've managed to take off the controllers that we were using to keep them in check. This is totally all according to our plan, and our profits go down with
We
damages.
swear.
Swear be mom.
It's just like
What?
the villains from for the Incredible Hulk game.
Yeah.
This is fine.
That was really Brinquedo's attitudes to their movies.
And thanks to these screens, now we can just pan out with a shot and not actually have to animate anything.
These are literally the
Brilliant.
Supreme Bots, I guess.
Hey,
How-
what do you think we are? We're working on a tight budget here.
Nothing implying anything matters.
Or at least gentlemen. What?
Yes, everyone knows that a proper gladiformer is a true gentleman.
So, remind me again, because I'm about to ask a very dumb, obvious question. Aside, I guess, from Unicron, ever been other major occasions where Optimus has teamed up with Megatron?
Oh
Or
yeah,
something like that?
quite a few points, as early as Gen 1 even.
Okay. That jagged physics.
Seriously, this seems so awkward to look at.
Okay, there are so many anime lines in these cuts to showcase movement. It's so weird.
Actually, having the models move is expensive too. Come on.
So
Give us a
that's
break
why they
here.
have Magnum Tutor show up second, because we want to have him team up with Julius Drive now. Well, the writers anyway. Obviously, this was not according to plan, despite what the Supreme Bot suggests. Okay, who's the next opponent?
This is
Movie's
oh, the movie's
paused.
paused. So
Patience.
I have no alcohol for this and I'm regretting it so
do
much.
something, jeez.
I,
Move, do
Oh
something.
god, lens flare.
being too sober for this is a crime. God damn it.
No, it can't be.
I would tell you, I'm way too sober for this. Hold on, pause.
Oh my god, Dante Locust, the one voiced by Jason Griffith.
Okay, seriously, like,
But
how that is so cheap in this franchise, apparently.
Well, Tio, do you know how
Would-
expensive it is to make new models?
Just paint it different.
but we don't have Jason Griffith this time.
Wow, Sonic's
Okay,
Chinese Mandarin
okay,
voice
it's-
actor sounds weird.
It's now been a full minute and a half since these things actually moved. Move! Do something! Jesus!
Oh, but don't you see now? Dante Locust is no longer Julius Drive's friend. He's now brought back as a tool of the
This isn't even a
Supreme
Seriously.
Bots.
This isn't even a motion picture at this point. It's a stop picture.
No, Pedro, it's just a picture.
I'm just gonna say this right now. I've seen stop-motion fan-made projects with more animation than this.
Move! Get the fuck out!
You know that.
Uh-oh.
That's
Hold on,
that's
Dante
a-
Locust isn't alone,
Oh
guys!
shit, something is moving!
That should-
Oh
that's
snap!
something
Truly
that's
a
some-
Christmas
Oh
tree,
snap!
also.
Who's back? Who's aiding?
Who are you?
More
Oh.
Uncharted?
Pedro, that should be the subtitle for this movie. Gladiatorial 2.
So I guess
Move!
the real subtitles for this is no one's really gone.
Pretty much. Okay, but don't you see the irony?
Do you honestly care that much? It's fucking Gladiatormers.
But guys, don't you see the tragic irony? A minion of Magnum Tutors and an ally of Julius Drives are revived, but they turn against their masters. So now they have to take them out.
It's like oh god, I forgot that festival. Okay, I'll use another one. It's the whole I expected nothing and I'm still disappointed meme.
So, okay, so for those who recall, Moriarty was one of Magnum Tutors' minions, and now he's fighting against his old master, just like Dante Locus, who was once a friend of Julius Drive's, is now brought back to fight against his old friend, who he originally fought to protect.
Yeah, he has a machine gun.
Yep. Ho, ho.
Transformation sequence time!
This will allow us to repeat and reuse animation.
Yeah.
Well, this point. At this point we had like 5 cents in the budget, so we had to come up with what we had.
Yeah, boy.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we're about 34 minutes into this movie.
We're halfway through and
We're halfway through. What are you talking about? Plenty has happened. They fought
And talked.
They fought
And talked.
It's like the itchy and scratchy car.
They stopped it to take a break.
It's like the itchy and scratchy car too. Yeah, they fought. They talk. They fought. Fought. Talk. The Gladiformers show.
Let's switch opponents.
Only if it's the Soviet knockoff version.
Yo!
I can't do knockoff. I'm sorry.
Oh no! They realized our smart tactic of switching opponents.
What do you mean overtake our advantage? We just switched opponents. That's not an advantage.
That's just playing tag, pretty much.
It's okay. We broke the Wait, did he just disintegrate that controller?
It's like a wrestling tag
team. Wait, we won? How?
We took off their controllers.
Oh.
Okay. The way you said that, Jova, it's like, oh yeah, we took away the Xbox controllers. We win.
Yay! 2 new Gladiformers joined the party.
The arrogance of the Supremo bots can be counted in days. Okay.
Well.
Whoa! Look at that mouth.
Is the princess literally a human girl? Because I don't even want to think about the implications that has with the romance.
What?
Okay.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I agree. Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Moriarty's the one who sapped him of his energy.
Okay.
Well, so much for getting new allies. How dare you team up with Magnum Tutor? I won't even question why you're doing it. I just assume immediately that you're a traitor.
How could you?
Hold on, pause. Oh, never mind.
So, let me get this straight, Dante Logus. You're mad at him for teaming up with Magnum Tutor, yet you yourself are teaming up with one of Magnum Tutor's old minions. Hypocrite much?
It must be hooked to another controller.
Those others must have been decoys.
What did you insert the second controller to control a 2 slot or something?
Yes.
That's the last thing we expect. A double controller.
Yeah.
And now they're running in the infinity of 2001: A Space Odyssey, I guess.
Okay,
That
whoever.
sounds like something
It
about.
looks like the hyperspace jump effect from Star Wars.
Okay, whoever made this clearly wanted to make an anime.
In fact,
Yeah.
I'm surprised Metal Gear Solid didn't do that. If you're like in a boss fight, you can plug the second controller into the player 2 slot,
They did.
and hang on, and then you can control the boss. However, you can make the boss commit suicide by jumping off the building or wherever they are.
Well, you're basically describing a mix between Psycho Mantis and the end.
Yeah. The
The
truth.
truth. What truth? What truth? That we're in a never-ending cycle and we can't break
Well,
it.
apparently not so much, considering this was the last Gladiformers movie.
Wait, if there is a time to face the truth, then why did you bring up the truth in the first place?
Because we're reaching out for it.
Jofa, don't make me think of stuff I'd rather be doing.
But you made it way too easy.
And I don't even have golden anymore.
Well, that's your own fault, dang it.
I mean, I guess Vitas now are a bit cheaper than they once were, so actually, no, I'd rather get a PS TV now at this point so I can maybe record it.
Uh-huh.
But again, it's rather complicated, so I have to cross my fingers and hope. Anyway, back to the truth, whatever it is.
Speak to the truth, please.
I don't even know what the truth is. What's the truth?
I speak the truth, Dwibs.
What's the truth? You're all a bunch of bland cardboard cutouts of bland cardboard cutouts.
What the fuck?
Okay, now we're in Gladiformers, the VR game.
Oh god, can you imagine Video Brinquedo breaking into the games industry?
No, please.
Oh no.
I think Dingo Pictures was enough.
Or Phoenix Games?
Actually, well, Jova, Brazil does have a video game developer called Tectoy, but they make games for the Master System because Brazil lives in an alternate universe where the Master System is king.
And apparently they're like the only. Apparently, if you only lived in Brazil, you think the Master System. Is it true that I think they release more Master System games there than almost any other console, modern ones nowadays, don't
Yes,
they?
they have. Basically, they've been making new games for the Master System for ever since it came out. Like to this day, they're still making new ones.
I'm actually curious. Does Sega has to quality control all of them, or they're just like bootlegs?
No, Tectoy actually has a deal with Sega too. Sega's fully aware of it. It's a profitable. Well, it's profitable for them, so.
Is that a bomb?
Yes.
Oh god, it was.
Remember,
Oh,
Teo.
God.
Remember, Teo. Tectoy actually did make some Master System ports of certain Game Gear Sonic games that Sega did not make.
Don't feel bad. They planned everything. That was the plan. Get blown up.
No. Don't you see the Supreme Bots playing this all?
Yeah. Like, to give you an idea, Teo, Sonic Blast, which was the last Game Gear Sonic game, that game was only made for the Game Gear, but Tectoy made a Master System port.
Oh.
I think didn't the Master System version come out here in Europe too?
No, only in Brazil. Of course, there's the internet, so you can just download the ROM, though.
I mean, it's a Sonic game, so it's not like it has like a genome text.
Bet. Yes or no?
Oh, no, Teo. The game was not translated into Brazilian. It's just left in English.
Oh, there we go.
Only the original stuff that they've made is actually in Portuguese.
So we accomplished the killing two of their former comrades. Now what?
Oh well, this whole thing was just a show. God, I hate to think what the real deal's gonna be like.
Well, now it's time to discuss. Do we think that there'll be an end to this?
That perhaps one day there won't be any friends to kill other friends.
Friendship is something that appears at the most unexpected
No, it
moments.
isn't. It's something you built. This movie can't even get the concept of friendship right.
Wow.
That's
Yes,
like the
this is
easiest thing for a kid's show to do.
Hey, Magnum, how many times have we rounded around this corner?
Oh, I got more
long is this
yes, yeah.
hallway,
Well,
anyway?
at least they told the announcer to shut up. But seriously, I got more real educational value when I was a kid from PB&J Otter.
Alright, gotta watch the reused animations all over again.
Yes.
I'm sure
Yes, you
somebody is very, very, very proud of their first grade project. Wait, this is...
yeah. No, German. That's my headcanon. Video Brinquedo. Everyone there was hypnotized into thinking this is an animation. This is an animation school.
Oh, sorry, movie
actuality,
is paused.
When in actuality, they secretly released their students' work without permission for profit. And the students were completely unaware of it. That's like the only way I can pass this. What do you think?
Probably.
Wouldn't surprise.
Of course, it's a trap.
The Studio Ghibli movies are coming out on Netflix around here. Can we watch those instead?
Fortunately not, Lives.
Why?
Because...
It's
Okay.
interesting because thanks to Netflix making a deal with Studio Ghibli, as a result, some of them who didn't have Portuguese dubs before are now getting those because of the recent Netflix re-releases.
No.
What the fuck?
Murderers smell.
Oh my god!
Oh, there you go. There you go, Joe. Apparently, the woman is actually a gladiatorial. She just looks human.
So, you mean that they...
That they...
It's a gladiatorial that just happens to look humanoid.
I guess, to be fair, we had that Decepticon in Revenge of the Fallen who could literally turn into a human girl.
Yeah, sure.
Well, Pedro, technically, I mean, a robot disguising themselves as a human. I'm surprised the Decepticons didn't think of that before.
My problem with that is that again that completely flies off even in the face of even Transformers logic. Like it just
Well, they are called Decepticons.
No, that's not what I mean. What I mean is that at this point, Michael Bay is not even caring about staying consistent with the pre-established logic of the franchise. He's just doing whatever.
Actually, to his credit, there have been Transformers who can turn into humans before. In incredibly obscure comics, mind you. But technically, there is some precedent for that. The problem was that he made it incredibly cringeworthy in the movie.
I seriously have my doubts that Michael Bay is even aware of those obscure comics.
Oh, trust me, I agree. I doubt he's aware of them too. It's just that there is technically some precedent. Ugh.
Okay, it's fine, but it's accidental though, so I'll still hold a grudge.
Yeah, by all means. Oh my god, that looks like a penis. Wow, I think for the first time we have an original character. We have not heard this guy's names yet.
I mean, Magnum Tutor referred to him as someone who we knew, but yeah, seems to be original for this movie.
Right, yeah. I am who I am.
That's who I am. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's literally 2-on-1.
I plan to take you on and yeah, I mean, it's not like you plan to take them on and lose, is it? It's hardly a fight.
Oh, snap! He's got multiple copies.
Multiple man? Is that
Oh no, whatever will we do?
Oh, so his name's Project 1.
So, what next?
It
Project
literally
2?
has the Sentry sound effect from Valve games, for fuck's sake.
Is he humping that?
Apparently.
I don't want to know that.
Did we need that to know? Did we?
Apparently this movie thought you guys did. We're learning quite a lot about gladiatorials.
Right.
Apparently they can make love
So-
with them and turn into those with human
Well,
skin.
remember, Joe, but this came out in the same year as Revenge of the Fallen, so yeah, this was the year of horny Transformers. Like,
So it would seem like this
Hmm.
is way faithful to Revenge of the Fallen in ways I would not imagine. They even had
Of all the
I can't-
bootleg the Brinquedo stuff, these have to be faithful to something.
Mhm.
yeah, and of all the faithfulness to pick, you pick fucking Revenge of the Fallen.
oh
The
Yeah.
worst thing ever created by mankind.
In the realm of entertainment.
Okay. It's one of the worst things in entertainment, but I would say that there are at least maybe a few movies worse than it. Disaster
this-
movie comes to mind.
How long is Disaster movie?
I'll write the length
But
figure.
I think like 2 hours and 12 minutes.
All right, still shorter. I'll still take that over 2 hours and a half of Michael Bay.
It's only 16 minutes.
Dribs. If you ask me, would you want to be tortured for 5 minutes or 10 minutes? I wouldn't enjoy either, but I'll take less time.
Well, honestly, I'd say
actually-
disaster movie is arguably even worse based on quality too.
I doubt it.
Pedro, it's a Seltzerberg
Also,
movie.
time relativity of time. Like
That's the thing, Joe, I don't-
depends on what the content that you're seeing. Like for example, this movie is supposed to be an hour, but it feels already like a fucking eternity to me.
Not only that,
It's-
disaster movie is literally the lowest rated movie on all of IMDb.
I've seen a few of those movies, and quite honestly, I don't find it nearly as insufferable. But whatever, I haven't seen that one specifically.
I had the misfortune to see that in theaters, and I wish I had enough brain bleach to forget that.
Why in
I
theaters?
lost a bet.
Oh, you must have lost a bet. That is, disaster movie was so bad that it actually weakened their power in the sense that
You
it
know,
got
though,
most studios.
speaking of Seltzerberg, Disney own Meet the Spartans now.
Later, losers.
Seriously.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they'll be proud to have that on their resume next to
All right, look at that
other
panning
trashy
shot.
Fox films.
You can't defeat me. I have over 70 alternate accounts.
Joe, this film isn't called Bots. Although imagine,
Oh boy.
if they make a Wreck-It Ralph 3, which would be a bit difficult considering Rich Moore's now at Sony, I can imagine them doing that. Making a subplot of a Wreck-It Ralph movie being the bots that artificially inflate stuff and it's causing an epidemic.
Praise the sun?
Then what happens is,
Wait, what? Oh, it's time to go beyond.
as for bots, no, you're thinking, it could be like this. Oh boy, 6 comments on my webpage. Let's see what people are saying. Oh, good work. Keep it up. Oh wait, no, I put that on one of my soccer accounts. Crap. But I had a real fan there for a moment.
Yeah. Just when I thought that everyone loved me, turns out they weren't even real.
Oh no, he's very, very, very slowly crushing them. Like, seriously, they're moving
It
so
looks
slow.
Honestly, it didn't even look like it. Like he just ran over him.
I'm not an expert
With
on
no damage.
I'm not sure an expert on Transformers lore, but are both Autobots and Decepticons actually weaker when in vehicle form?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, don't get me wrong, vehicle form can help, but more often than not,
It's
they're more
usually
powerful
done
in
for
robot
speed.
form.
It trades off the defense and attack power for speed.
Not only that, but did they grow when they became vehicular, seeing as how they seem to dwarf the robot form guys? But when they were robot form, they were closer in size to them. Like, normally the size is supposed to be proportionate to the robot form. Huh. Slowly moving. Oh no, there's more coming after them.
Oh no, sir.
Oh no! What the hell do we do?
All right, you only have like 15 minutes before this thing ends, so you might want to.
Oh crap! Yeah.
We barely accomplished anything.
Well, to
Yes, just as planned.
Are you drunk? Like, it's just...
I wish I was.
Are they? It's hard to tell with this animation. Going along the ceiling. You can just do that!
Because
What?
Because
What? Oh my god.
what is this gravity you speak of?
Like, it's not
What's
only...
this with music?
It's not only gravity, but notice the edges. How can he have driven up onto the wall without proper curving like that? Oh, and now he can just drive on the side too! Spider car, spider car, goes as far as a spider can go far.
Ah, so Nintendo ripped this off for Mario Kart 8.
Boop.
Wow, that was incredibly fragile car. It exploded just from that.
Is that a peak though?
How?
You can? Why? How?
What?
I don't even know where they are.
That car wasn't even touching the ceiling properly. It was floating in midair for a bit there.
They're floating in midair.
How are they doing that?
Wait, a cheap shot? I wasn't aware there were cheap shots in this thing.
I guess a kick to the robot groin will do.
Oh yeah, I forgot they have testicles.
Let's not forget how Julius Drive
Oh
here.
shit, we're jumping into
punched the-
hyperdrive, I guess. Wow, those are amazing brakes that you have there.
And why do I look bigger than you when I'm in car form?
You see, I don't know how scale works, so
Nothing's damaged.
Except my time, it was wasted.
So let me get this straight. So let me get this straight. You thought you were damaged, but you didn't bother checking your circuits until Julius just told you to check your circuits.
I'm not very
that's a lot of
smart.
damage. Yeah, in fact, I wish I was watching.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
I wish I was watching Flex Seal, telepromotions. Those are more entertaining than this fuckfest.
I saw this boat in half!
Yeah.
How long's
I
left?
saw this Gladiformer in half.
Oh, good. Only 11 minutes.
Phil Swift for Brinquedo, please make it happen.
This movie is barely over an hour long, yet why does it feel like we've been here for at least 2 hours?
That's exactly
why. Reused animation! Literally 3 times on the same screen! Oh god, the smoke frame rate.
Oh no!
Oh
shit.
no, angry eyes! Oh!
Whoa there!
Fatality!
That's a robo fatality, jeez.
Blasted. You mean the first movie?
Wait, what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's irrelevant. Move on.
Is this important? Oh, okay. So I have something you don't. I have the power of friendship.
Oh, jeez. The gore in this movie, jeez.
And
Wow.
it just dies. Oh,
Yes, a cannon, like a shotgun.
Funnily enough, that's how Megatron takes quite a shot at Sentinel Prime in Transformers 3.
Just according to plan.
Oh boy, the final challenge. What could they possibly have cooked up for us, guys? Crash through. Ah, you didn't crash through.
Mm-hmm.
The Death Challenge.
Aww,
Yeah, I
their
can hear
friendship
you.
will never be destroyed again. They're becoming friends again.
Oh boy, I can't wait for Gladiformers or Gladiformers 3.
Is Bit of Brinquedo still active to this day?
Alright, time to fight the final boss.
I don't know what they are.
If it is, I guess it's never a possibility to exclude, I guess.
Let me check their IMDb.
Good idea.
Video
Yay!
Brinquedo IMDb.
Okay, but against whom? Seamus
The most-
Callum? We should know
The
about
most, again, yeah. Honestly, actually no. I don't think this is. I think all the rest of these are just, just random stuff people put on there for some reason. But apparently, the last thing they did was something called Mike Ensine Anglais.
Okay, when was that released?
Link it to me, Duez. Remember, I know that language.
More
It's
importantly,
spelled
what year was it?
2013.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's spelled INGLES, and the E has like an arrow on the top of it.
Unnecessary slow-mos.
Again, Teo, we have to reach that 1 hour runtime somehow.
I mean, why not just settle for 40 minutes?
Oh my god, the legends about him are true! Someone who we have absolutely no idea about.
Oh, is that a love confession?
No, I am your father.
Really? We're doing that cliche, Magnum.
Yes, we are.
Yeah!
What an exciting fight of just seeing the characters frozen.
Like, I think it was like that in the first movie. Like, I was.
Move! Do something! This is supposed to be the final battle! Do something!
I think it's already in the first movie. I was bored or pissed the fuck out, but I was digging the score and wanted to know about the soundtrack. I want to know about this one too.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Video Brinquedo actually has a website.
Oh, no, let me call DBZ Average for this.
They
I
do,
figured it out.
yeah.
You just need to punch him really, really hard.
Well, they make a lot of stuff for Brazil. Obviously, they have to have some kind of thing.
Sounds like they may be dead, though. If the last thing they released was 2013.
Yeah, I wonder why.
I would never.
Don't you see the
cope
clear
with that
passion
game.
behind this project?
Yeah, I can.
I see what I see here too is a bunch of animators trying their best to somehow reach a 1 hour runtime with the budget of a ham sandwich. That's what I see.
Oh, I see we're
So
resorting to the old anime
hands-
trick of pretty much stating the painfully obvious in our actions.
It's a ham sandwich without the ham.
How do you reload that thing?
Honestly, I would argue it's a ham sandwich without the ham and without half of the bread.
And it's still spoiled somehow.
So is it moldy too?
No, not Magnum Tutor!
Moldy cheese.
Wow, he looks pretty intact, all things considered.
It's like in Power Rangers when they get damaged,
Sure,
they
but I know-
like spark.
What's wrong? He got beaten to a pulp and thrown
Joe,
against the wall.
Jova, animating
No,
damage on his
Magnum!
character.
Hold on! You can't die in my hands!
It'd be like if you had your leg broken and then someone runs up to you and is like, "Did something happen to you? My fucking leg is broken, you asshole! You just saw it."
Oh wow, that Misso had a lot of kick into it.
Yeah, they managed to create a little
Can
bit
you
of
feel
dirt
it,
on it.
Magnum Tudor?
Oh,
Together we are
together we are
My
forever.
God.
Wait,
Activate
wait.
your
So
intimate
these two are
mode
so
privilege.
We're so much
What?
in this sequel.
so these two are now a thing.
I
It's not
think
important.
so.
What's the
The last
point?
thing I want is to ship two characters from a video Brinquedo product.
Goodbye, my friend. Farewell. Friend forever.
Brokeback Mountain 2. Gladiatorial. Like,
That's pretty much what this becomes. Now they are merged together. No homo.
Wow. Yay!
Julius Drive and what's his name? Magnum Tudor. Digivol DNA Digivol 2.
So, what the fuck this is, man?
Whatever this thing is.
Man.
Now I'm as big as you, Simos Callum.
Oh my.
Remember, Pedro, you have to add the word "mod" at the end.
You've got the... No, I can't even.
Nah, Bumblebee did that.
Oh!
But,
Oh, they actually included You've Got the Touch in that movie?
yeah.
Sweet.
Wait, did he just
But
vanish before
He
he
did
hit
a
him?
megaphone punch.
It looks like he vanished before he hit him. Oh, thank God it's over.
Or is it? You bet
How
on
long's
this
left?
all to happen? 3 minutes.
Oh, can't be much
So,
left.
if I had to guess, the Supreme Boss will still not be defeated. Julius will not get his girlfriend, and it will all be a cliffhanger to a sequel that never happened.
Now, time to free the princess.
I'm sorry,
Shoot.
Julius, but your princess is in another castle.
Oh
Castle.
my God, we just pulled that.
I made friends with Magnum Tudor.
Silicone? What?
Oil, I guess it's the equivalent of,
Oh,
I
snap.
get the oil part, but silicone? What?
And he killed the Supreme
Is that
Bots.
material. I guess. Wait,
Okay.
So it ends.
And,
Oh
the
my
movie
God.
and the movie doesn't even end. It just stops.
Wait, guys. Julius just destroyed the Supreme Bots, I guess, seeing as how he just said the right for revenge, and those Supreme Bots were literally that television monitor, and now they're destroyed.
Oh, Adrian could have
Hold on, there's apparently an after credits scene.
Oh God, no!
Julius will join the video Brinquedo initiative.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
No, I don't mean you. I mean, apparently Marco Alamar, the director, did all the voices in the original Portuguese version.
Really?
Okay.
Wait, even the princess's voice?
Angra Kikuloneiro.
Oh, so Angra, they did get Angra back.
Explains how the music manages to be the best thing in this movie.
Once again.
And I don't even care much for it, to be honest.
I liked it. The music.
I was
I
speaking
just
for myself anyway.
I can't catch the melody.
Again,
Scream your
guilty
heart
gear
out.
vibe, that's the idea.
Oh well,
Escaping.
that was Gladiformers, I guess.
Gladiformers too, and yeah, I mean, a whole bunch of stuff was answered, yet a whole bunch of new questions
Was
were
it, Jova?
raised.
Was it really the answer, Trova?
Well, we got to see the end, we got to see the Supreme Bots destroy...
Oh,
Hey,
what?
Wait. Fine.
Oh, I guess it's a... What?
What was that? Was that supposed to
What
be a
kinda-
serial commercial?
Okay, if I had to hazard a guess, it's a joke that may work for the Brazil, like in a sense of a sort of blooper that references like a meme or joke that Brazil
Probably.
has.
or
I don't
is
know
it
what it
supposed
is.
to be a commercial for some cereal?
Yeah,
What
so I
does
said,
that mean?
Joe. fight like a gladiformer, eat gladiformer.
Whatever. I just want to move on to Gears of
Yeah,
War, so let's just get this.
What a
run.
waste of our time. Go
I
ahead,
know,
Pedro.
right? I know, right? Okay, so Gladiformers
yeah.
2 was really, really bad. It's nonsensical. Nothing happens to this thing. It doesn't even end. It just stops. Like they run out of money and fuck it, we're done. However, I will say that unlike the first one, I enjoyed this one more. I found this one more. I found this one easier to make fun of, to be honest. This one was kind of fun to watch in some way. The previous one, on the other hand, no, that was just painful. So no, I actually prefer this one over the first one. The animation is embarrassing. The music is kind of. I understand the appeal of it, but I can't catch the melodies to save my life. And without a melody, to me, it's just noise. You know. So even that, like, the subtitle seems fine. Like, I can't judge any kind of voice acting because we were just listening to this in Mandarin. So whatever, it still sucks, but at the very least it's better than the first one. Next.
Honestly, I don't think I can even say it was a movie this time because this is barely feature length.
Well, the first one was as long as this, wasn't it?
It was a few seconds longer.
Yeah,
wow, those extra
time.
few seconds are everything. But anyway, I mean, yeah, honestly, I thought it was just as bad as the first one. Nothing much happens. The fights look awful. The animation is what is typical video Brinquedo fare, so it's tripe. I couldn't even listen to the music because I had to have my TV turned down. But still, it's just this whole duology was a film about mechanized nothing. That's the best I can sum it up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, let me answer to it since you posted it there. Mike Encina English translates out to Mike teaches English. There you go. So why is a Brazilian company trying to teaching English to Brazilian children? But just go with the Muzzy course from the BBC. That's a better alternative. Moving on.
What are you talking about? Show a video Brinquedo will show Brazilians how to speak English properly. Oh, God.
All right, you done this?
Well, yeah, this is not very good.
Go next. This just a waste of time. Like, it's pretty much like the first movie to me. Like, it's just a waste of time that feels so painfully long. This one moves a bit faster, I will admit, but it's still painfully slow. It has a bit more entertainment. It doesn't take itself as seriously as the first movie, probably because it plays with a couple of its own tropes, but it's still just awful. The best thing to me is the music of Angra, and even then, again, it cannot save the movie, save his life. And again, it's all for nothing. We're ending on a cliffhanger, and it's never going to be resolved anyway.
Actually, too, this one isn't so much a cliffhanger. I mean, according to the synopsis, Julius Drive literally destroys the Supreme Bots out of revenge, and
that was just a monitor to which they communicated. You're telling me that was enough?
Yep, that was apparently the Supreme Bots destroyed.
What the? Okay, whatever. This was still trash.
It raises the question.
I'm just not glad that I was, boozed up. Whatever. Jova, go ahead.
I'll start off my thoughts by saying it raises the question: how the hell did a bunch of monitors even enslave these gladiformers if what Julius Drive did in the end destroyed them? Like, geez, I'm beginning to see what Daimos Z meant, that this movie does plug up some plot lines left over from the last movie, but raises more questions. Like, if the Supreme Bots were this easy to destroy, how the hell weren't they destroyed before? And apparently they were just playing with Julius Drive, and apparently his princess was never there. Yeah, literally in another castle. May not have even been kidnapped.
He may destroy the robot masters, whatever you're called, but he will still not get the girlfriend in the end.
Maybe we can assume he... You know what? No.
Gladiformers 3. Make it happen.
Oh, God. Imagine now if we do actually get Gladiformers 3. The physics in this make absolutely no sense. You cannot drive on what's clearly an edge and go up a wall that easily like it. The frame rate is as inconsistent as ever, though I'll give it this, the animation is technically more fluid than the first film. That is not saying much. The animation is more fluid, the animation is technically better when it actually, animates and doesn't freeze. The dialogue is incredibly hokey in this movie, too. It's so cumbersome and so saccharine at times, especially how Julius Drive and Magnum Tutor become oh so great friends in the end, just in time for Magnum to have to sacrifice himself so that then they can intermix. Ew. So, yeah, it's sad. I feel like they developed a better romance between Julius Drive and Magnum Tutor than Julius Drive and the actual princess, who supposedly these guys are in love with. That says a lot about the priorities at hand. I will say this, I kind of agree with Pedro in the sense that this movie is somewhat more entertaining to watch in the case that it's a bafflingly wild ride that is just so unbelievably stupid, yet it almost makes that loop to so bad it's good at certain points. Not throughout the entire thing, mind you, just at certain points here. It is so god-awful and corny here. Also, gotta love how pretty much almost everyone, except for Dan Green's character, comes back from the dead at pretty much every point.
Gotta recycle those models, Joe.
Except for Project 1, but it's okay, they make up for it by reusing his model over and over with his clones. Oh boy. The plot takes at least 13 or 20 minutes to start making sense. It's a video Brinquedo movie at some of its most video Brinquedo-esque.
I guess it has the advantage compared to something like What's Up that it's not racist, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Props. Oh god, what a terrible, terrible movie this is. But guys, at least now we can rest knowing that the Supreme Bots are destroyed.
Totally. Thanks, Davo Z, for this gift, I suppose.
Yeah, if you want to comment on this video too, feel free to. In the meantime, we'll see you next time for the next Mockbuster Supreme. Whatever that'll be.
See ya.
See ya.